Yo, what up? It's Real Talk Hip Hop. I'm your host, A-Rap Joe, and I'm here with...
Young Gerald.
You just released your sophomore album.
Yeah.
You're on tour. How's G-Eazy feeling right now?
Man, I feel blessed. Yeah, I'm out here, man. Every show is sold out. The crowds have been insane. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful feeling. We worked hard for this, man. For real.
Right. Is there anything you did differently coming into this sophomore album that you did or that you didn't do or you did from the last album?
I went harder.
Okay. So
I pushed myself harder. You know what I mean? I opened up more. I worked harder. I spent more time on it. You know what I mean? Like more like condensed, like focused time. And I didn't quit, or you know what I mean? It was
right.
like every time we thought the album was done, we would go back and just cut more songs, and we just, you know what I mean? Like it was grueling towards the end. You know what I mean?
Right,
I felt
right.
damn near drained. You know what I mean? But we just kept going, and it's like some of the last couple songs we made were, you know what I mean? Some of the ones that made a difference.
Right. So was your intentions always initially, you know what, it's gonna be a whole different type of vibe?
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of different sides of me, man. Like, you know, and it's sometimes difficult to get all those sides to like sit in a room together.
Right.
You know what I mean? On an album, like from track 1 to 17, you're gonna get a lot of different angles. You know, a lot of different moods, a lot of different vibes, a lot of different energies. But that's just me, and it's important. You know what I mean? To just be yourself.
Right. Just
like whatever space you're in, you know what I mean? Whether it's a turn up record or whether it's something introspective, it's just be honest, just be yourself, like have it be you.
Right. Was there any favorite, moment while making the album? Because I saw the video for Me, Myself, and I, which is dope.
Yeah, I mean, I let people in, you know what I mean? I really opened up and you know what I mean? It was real vulnerable on this record, right. You know what I mean? And we're all human, man. We all got demons. You know, we have light and dark sides. Like we all got issues, man. So, yeah, I mean, just going there, you know, say the record, everything will be okay.
Right.
That was like, you know, it was scary for me to do it, and then to have the world hear it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
crazy.
There was a story I didn't even tell. You know what I mean? My best friends. Like I never talked about that.
Did you get messages? Did you get text calls? Like,
yeah,
man, I didn't even know from the closest people.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. But man, that's the power of music, man. It can be a voice. It could be an outlet. You know, to express yourself and to get that out. You know what I mean? And people hear it and they identify. You know what I mean? Whether or not they've been anywhere close to that or whatever, it's like pain is pain, and you know what I mean? You paint that picture and people can identify, and like, you know, the whole, you know, the end of it is like a positive though. You know
right.
what I mean?
Well, people don't realize how long you've been doing this. It just, to some people, it may seem okay. You just popped up with all this success, but they don't know you were doing a lot of shows.
Yeah.
You were dropping a lot of music. You opened up for a lot of major artists like Lil Wayne. Was there any time, while you were doing that any of these major artists like Wayne kind of stepped you aside and gave you some advice that you remember till this day?
E40 always.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Man, that's the OG. He's got a lot of wisdom.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just try to sponge anytime I'm around him and just soak it up. 2 Chainz on that tour that I did with Wayne. You know, he talked about how you can't make everybody happy.
Right.
You know, you got to know who you are and just be comfortable in your own skin and do that. You know
Did
what
you
I mean?
expect Chainz to say to
man,
say
Chainz is real smart, man.
Right.
That's a really good dude. But and then Wayne is like my favorite rapper, like one of my tops. You know what I mean? Like, but he's so raw. He's almost like an enigma. Like I never talked to him that whole tour. Like I don't even know if he knew I was on the tour. You know what I mean? When I met him for the first time, like I was just so starstruck. Like wow, that's Wayne. Like that's wow. Like I'm in the presence of Lil Wayne. You know?
Right.
But it was like a couple years after that tour.
It wasn't at that moment. That moment.
Nah.
What about Busta? I thought it was pretty cool how you described the story when he walked.
Yeah. And Busta, man, Busta's a legend. He's so tight. Yeah, and I was shook because I'm like, you know what I mean, like Loaded Lux is like, you know what I mean, a legend in like the battle, you know what I mean, world, like as a lyricist, and just like, okay, you got me in a cipher with what?
That's crazy.
Like,
that's
okay,
crazy.
you know, and then Busta was walking over to us, and I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? And he just gave me props, you know what I mean? He gave me daps, and he was like, yo, son, you body that, son. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Was that a moment where you're kind of like, you know, all the criticism, all that, you know, that white boy stuff? Was that the moment
Man,
where you're like, you know,
if you don't have thick skin, man, you won't survive a second.
Do you do anything to deal with that?
Nah, dog. I just, you know what I mean? Like, if I were to let it get to me, I would never sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would like go crazy and insane, man. You gotta know that it comes with the territory. And like I was just saying a second ago, you can't make everybody happy. And you know what I mean? People are gonna troll you. People are gonna throw shade. You know what I mean? Here and there. And it's just like, if you don't understand, that's part of it. You know what I mean? And get out. Like,
well, I found out it wasn't even just maybe like critics or people, you know, because you could rap, obviously. Because Busta when I came up to you, if you could rap.
Right.
I also found like other artists kind of got jealous of that or tried to like kind of assassinate your character or get at you. Was there any moment where you're like, you know what, it kind of slipped up and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get at anybody?
Nah, man, I'm cool with everybody.
That's good. I thought it was dope.
I never really had no like beef with nobody. Like I'm pretty much like, you know what I mean? I'm cool with everybody.
That's what I kind of got from, you know, past interviews and your kind of personality with a couple people that, you know, sent some shots towards your way. You were like, I don't do diss records. You don't believe in any of that?
I mean, if not for the sport, and you know what I mean, for the spirit of hip hop, like absolutely, it's all entertainment. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of it, but I just, me personally, like, I would never just go at somebody without,
like,
you know what I mean? Like, nah, I mean, if somebody, you know what I mean, says something to me, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm just not that kind of guy, bro. Like, I'm, you know what I mean? I'm pretty chill.
And even I found when they compared you, they called you the White Drake. Have you had a conversation with Drake? Or has that ever came up in the like, conversation?
I mean, it's not like we talk about that.
You're
Like,
like
hey, so they called me the white you.
Did you kind of find it
like,
awkward when you saw that or when you heard that comment? Because it's totally different styles.
It's two totally different styles. But the thing is, again, dog, it comes with the territory, man. And people need ways to like describe people and categorize people, and you know what I mean. And it's like, again, dog, if I'm gonna let it get to me, then you know I'm not gonna be a very happy person.
This is a public service announcement.
Man,
you got G-Eazy has tough skin. Ain't nobody messing with G-Eazy.
Listen, dog, if I read every comment on Instagram or Twitter, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point?
Right.
You know? Yeah, and again, love can be just as, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to feed into the compliments as much as you don't want to feed into the hate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I just go about my day, dog. You know what I mean? I do my work. I go on stage. I play these shows. I make these records, and that's it.
Well, being from, you know, Oakland and seeing their music scene, but you did also hop at a couple different spots, like you were in New Orleans. You being from Oakland and spending some time in other places kind of shaped you as an artist.
Absolutely.
Or your music.
Well, the Bay Area, man, like, it's a real unique place.
Right.
It's an island, a bubble of culture kind of thing. You know what I mean? We're, like, kind of closed off in a sense. It's not like the rest of, you know what I mean, the country. Like, we got our own thing going on. And the other thing is, like, there's a strong spirit of independence. You know what I mean? From, like, pioneers like E40, Too Short, Mac Dre, you know, Jay Stalin, like, creating independent empires.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, label-wise, like. And kind of this attitude of like, we don't need the majors, we don't need the rest of the world, we're self-sufficient. We you know what I mean, we run our companies. And I guess that's what gave me the, like, you know what I mean, like, because I only recently signed, and even now it's like, you know, we have all creative control. We turn in the album when I'm done, you know what I mean, like, and you know what I mean, we say so about the album art and the features and all that shit, you know what I mean, so we still operate like independently. So, you know, that's where the spirit, I think, comes from. Right.
Is there anybody in the future you haven't collaborated with that you do want to? Like, maybe not even, it doesn't even have to be like hip hop. It could be in another genre.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
Anybody
I'm a fan of music, man.
Just in music in general.
Yeah.
I saw a couple pictures with you and Logic, and I saw some of the comments in it. It feels like that's an artist they really, really, really want you to collaborate with. Is there any projects in the future or a track, or would you think of linking up with him to kind of?
Yeah, that's a good dude, man. Shouts out to Logic. He's killing it too.
Okay, so you do know him personally, or
you
know him personally?
Yeah.
So is there any?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Is there any tracks coming out very, very soon, or?
Hey, man,
do we
you
have
never
to wait
know.
for that?
You never know.
Okay, is there anything else you want to say to the fans, to the G-Eazy fans, or people that follow you?
Just thank you. I'm not here without y'all, so you know, you put me in this position, man. Thank you for buying these tickets and buying the album and, you know what I mean, making it happen.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure. Yo, this is Young Gerald, G-Eazy tapping in. Shouts out to Real Talk Hip Hop. You already know.